The first, the last, I got the moves like Jack.
So today I'm going to talk from my heart, mi corazón, okay, and really just answer the question the best I can about if nursing school really does prepare you to be a nurse. That's the question of the day, okay? Because someone asked me a similar question, and so I just decided to do question of the day. Does nursing school prepare you to be a nurse? So the first thing I would say yes and no. No, because you can be an excellent grade A nursing student but be a trash nurse. Because nursing school, it's kind of like, it gives you the base of this house of your nursing knowledge, right? So if you go through school and nursing school and it was remarkably easy for you, I don't know what type of person you are, but if it was easy and you got by and you're done and you pass the NCLEX no problem whatsoever, and you really just only retain like this much is going to be your base of nursing critical thinking and knowledge, okay? And then if you're one of those people who put their heart and soul into nursing school, who tried and gave it, the majority of their all or all of their all, and really went through and tried to be the best student that they can be, regardless of whether your grade said A, B, C, but you put forth total all effort and you made it through your NCLEX and everything, and your knowledge base is like this much, then that's really good because it sets the foundation for all the experience that adds on top of it to make you a proficient, confident, and competent nurse. Okay, for me, really, when it came down to it, the NCLEX really fortified all the things that I learned in nursing school, and then at that, it brought to light things that you forget in nursing school, and it really helps you kind of hone in on key things that really affect you as a nurse. And why I say that, because when you take the NCLEX, if you watched any of my videos or if you've Googled or you searched what the top things in nursing NCLEX is, it would be prioritization and delegation, okay? And that to me is so key, so key. One of the top, I would say, top 5 things you need to have in order to be a successful nurse. I would say prioritization, because prioritization is so important, because if you have patient A who's complaining of 10 out of 10 pain, is on their phone and is calling every 2 hours for the pain medication, but is not crying, is not yelling, it's just like, hey, can I get my payment? Can I get my payment? Can I get it? When can I get it? Can I get my payment now? Meanwhile, in the other room, you have a patient who's short of breath, sitting at below 90 and is having difficulty breathing. Who are you going to prioritize first? Who are you going to see first? Of course, it'll be patient B, the one who's having trouble breathing, right? Next thing will be delegation. Delegating and teamwork is so crucial, and I wish they had stressed upon this in nursing school, because they didn't as much to me when it comes to teamwork. Delegation is important because in your 12 hours, it's practically impossible for you to do everything. You just can't. So in that 12 hours, it's important to delegate different tasks to someone who's competent, as in they're skilled enough to do the task. So to your PCA, you delegate them this, that, and the other, and it's important after you delegate that you check up on what the PCA has done, whether they said something and did the opposite. You need to make sure, because at the end of the day, the patient is your responsibility. At the end of the day, you're the one with the license. You're the one who's going to get checked and then kicked out if, you delegated to somebody and they did not follow through with the delegation. I wish they taught you how to relate to doctors, how to talk to doctors. Like, that is so key and so crucial, because I hate talking to doctors. First of all, they can be so pompous and arrogant and just belittling and make you feel like crap. I love doctors who are still down to earth, who was still like, even though you're a nurse, like, I had to tell them, like, yo, I'm a new nurse, so I don't know who you yelling at, but you need to check yourself before you get wrecked, because don't get mad at me because I'm new. And there's some problems that you encounter throughout being a nurse that it's like, well, there's none I could do. Like, I got yelled at the other day because I was calling the doctor and the doctor didn't know that was their patient. And they were like, so I'm just not hearing about this? And I'm looking at them like, I guess so, me too. Like, I literally just got shift report. I'm trying to handle my business so this shift can run smoothly, and then you're yelling at me about something that I had no control over. Like, I could literally have done nothing. I was driving to work when this issue happened. You know what I'm saying? So I wish they had taught us how to relate better with doctors. Now, when it comes to what you will actually utilize and will actually translate when you become a nurse, is the skills that you learn. Those checkoff skills that they make you do, IV, trach suctioning, changing of central lines, what else? Oh, Foley, catheterization, all that stuff, that is so key. But don't worry, if you never really got a chance to practice it in nursing school and you sucked at it in nursing school, you have tons of time to practice. Before, like when I first started this channel, like I promise you, I was not good at IVs. Like, bro, I would be like, excuse me, charge nurse, can you start my IV for me? Because I just don't want to do it. Now I'm just like, who needs an IV? You need an IV? Oh, you need an IV? Oh, you all get IVs, because I want to practice that skill. I want to get better. Nursing school does try to teach you about time management and multitasking, but you know, there's only so much nursing school can do. Like, I get it, like when you have your clinical paperwork due, right, at 7:45, then you have a test at 8 in the morning, then you have project presentation. You know, they try to mimic, even though it's exceedingly stressful, they try to mimic what it's like to have deadlines and, you know, stuff to get done and more stuff to get done, and, you know, life. I do understand that nursing school tries to teach you about life. I mean, they try to teach you about time management, but that's something that you become better at when you become a nurse and you're actually working on at your pace and not following someone doing orientation. And lastly, nursing school does not teach you about emotions. All the emotional frickle-frackle that comes with being a nurse. How you have to care so much about other people and your patients could care less about you. Like, there's a lot of, okay, not a lot, but there's quite a few times that I've worked a shift and I've felt and I've looked like trash. Like, I've literally had like a breakdown, picked myself up and went back to work. Because why? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I have to see. All they care about is their pain med and, you know, them being comfortable, which is understandable, you know. So you have to do, especially to all my younger nurses like me, like I had to mature and realize that, hey, there's still stuff that needs to get done despite me feeling this, that, or the other. When it comes down to it, nursing school does not teach you everything about being a nurse. It only teaches you like 15 or 30% about how to be a nurse. The rest of it comes with experience. So don't worry if, you know, it comes time, you pass everything and you're about to hit the floors and you become nervous. That's okay. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay not to know everything and anything, because you're not going to know everything. That's why we have specialties. That's why you're going to work on a neuro floor that's going to know solely everything about neuro floor, and there's going to be an ortho flow. And when you go to the ortho flow, you're not going to know barely anything about ortho because that's not your specialty, and that is okay. What you need to do, and then what I challenge myself to do, is to grow. Continuously find ways to learn, continuously find ways to become proficient, efficient, become really good at the skills that you've learned and that can translate to you being a better and a safer nurse. And that's really what it comes down to, bridging the gap between what you're learning in nursing school and what you actually use as a nurse. So hopefully that was informative. Hopefully that gives you a little perspective, and don't get disheartened, because eventually you're gonna get through nursing. It's gonna be like, dang, that's why they were stressing me. Like, I had lunch with a bunch of my friends, not bunch, just like two of us. One wants to be an MP like I do, and the other one's going to medical school, and we're sitting down talking, and we each work different floors. One works ICU, other one works tele, and then I work med surg, GI, pediatrics, bariatrics. And it's just so interesting to hear all our perspectives and how we struggled so hard. Now we're here, and bam, the next move we need to go achieve. So just be encouraged. I love y'all, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Judo, chopstick. Judo, drop kid.